Someone thought this would stay hidden forever, but the energy has shifted. What has been happening behind the scene is starting to come to light, and some people are not prepared for what gets exposed. So, something is being exposed behind the scenes, and someone is panicking. Okay, this person is tripping. Okay, they don't want something to be exposed, and it involves you and them. It could even be like with another party. So there's like multiple people involved, okay, in this story, in this situation, this experience. I feel like whoever this person is that is like that thought this was never going to be exposed is someone in a position of power, or they have some sort of authority, or they have some sort of influence. If they're not in the position of power, they may have influence without power, or this is somebody who's been like manipulating people's perception of what really happened. Okay, so what is being exposed behind the scenes? Ooh, this could be related to a relationship, a partnership, a business venture. Is the truth of what happened behind the scenes. Somebody has been like, you know, like this person, I feel like with the Two of Cups, they've been, yeah, projecting a narrative or trying to alter a narrative about you that is false. And for a long time, people believed it. Okay, people believed it. So, what is being exposed? We have the magician, yeah, some sort of manipulation, because the magician, upright, it's a positive energy, but also the magician can represent manipulation, okay, altering facts if the energy is not used correctly. So it could be like what is being exposed behind the scene is the truth about some sort of manipulation. Some of you, it could be like a manipulation tactic, or it could even be spell work, because the magician, he could use spells, right? He could, like, he's definitely someone who's well versed in magic. Okay, so what is being exposed behind the scenes? We have the Page of Cups. So this could also involve a child, or something that happened during an innocent moment, or something that happened to you during childhood, which I'm not really liking that energy. But yeah, there's something about vulnerability with the Page of Cups. Okay, so what is being exposed behind the scenes? What is being exposed behind the scenes? What is being exposed? What is being exposed? What do we have here? Ooh, the truth. Oh my gosh, some clarity about a situation involving a child. It could be a couple. It could be like some sort of custody battle, or something that happened when you were a child, or when you were younger, or when you were in a more innocent phase of your life. So I'll give an example. Let's say, for instance, somebody took advantage of you when you were in your early 20s, when you were still exploring the world, when you didn't know much about life, and this person was much older than you, and they took advantage of you. They put you in a position. Let's say, for instance, like, I'll give an example of, like, because we have children here. So let's say if you became a single parent, you became a single mother at a young age, because whoever got you pregnant did it on purpose to stop you, or to stall you, or to have some sort of control over your life. So reproduction, coercion, that's what this person did. But when it was happening, this person had a narrative, and they were spreading false information about you that made it seem like you were either unstable, unfit mother, unfit father, whatever it is that this person was using in order to control people's perception of you. This is coming to light. Others of you, it could be like something that someone did to you when you were younger, and then you're like keeping your distance from this person, and people in your family or people in your community don't understand why are you distancing yourself from this person, because this person has some sort of position of power. So people are looking at them like, why is this person behaving like that towards you? But then you claim to be like all high and mighty, right? So there's something going on right now that's being exposed about some sort of manipulation. It's a relationship, it's a situation, like it's like you and someone else. There could have been, Ooh, the star. Ooh, I feel like it's something about innocence and purity. Somebody was trying to tarnish your image, trying to make it seem like you were something that you're not. What is being exposed behind the scene? Yeah, toxicity. What is being exposed? We have the Seven of Cups. The illusions are crumbling, the illusions about you with the star. Maybe what is being exposed behind the scene is that it could also be like somebody who stole your idea. For some of you, it's not like, pregnancy or anything of that sort. It could be like somebody who stole an idea, an original idea that was yours, and then there was a lot of confusion or illusion around it because the way that the person positioned themselves is like as if it was their personality or it was their idea, it was their swag or whatever it is that this person is trying to make it seem like it is theirs. With the Seven of Cups, there's a lot of illusion, like there's a lot of holes in this person's story, and people are starting to catch on to it because it's like, if they are really the originator of this idea with the star, why can't they maintain it? It's like, let's say if you're really original with your ideas, you should be able to come up with new ideas every time. If somebody steals your idea, it's fine. Like, you could come up with another idea because you are the originator, you are the blueprint. But if you're a copycat, you can't really do that because you have to wait for the originator to come up with the idea for you to, copy their style. So that's what people are realizing. Like, it could be like some sort of partnership that you had with this person for some of you, and you had like some sort of idea with the Page of Cups, like, because the Page of Cups is imaginative, creative. So I feel like it could have been like something that happened in the past, or it's not something that happened recently. It's just taking a long time for it to be exposed now, because I feel like this person had like done a really good job at keeping this on the lock, okay? But it's coming to light and they can't stop it. And people are not prepared for this because people were rooting for this person. People had this person's back and they were like looking at you like you were the villain. And now the fact that it's coming to light or it's being exposed, they don't really like that because they feel like they feel foolish for trusting this person. And now they have to come back to you and apologize, but they don't know how to do that. Like, their ego is too big. So what's being exposed behind the scenes? Ooh, the Ten of Pentacles. This could be related to like some sort of inheritance, some sort of money, some sort of a legacy that's being built, like a legacy that was built on false pretense, false foundation, or something was not really real about this foundation. Okay, what is being exposed? We have the King of Swords. Ooh, 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 ooh. There could be like a lawyer involved because the King of Swords can represent a lawyer, can represent a judge, not a authority. It is authority figure, but the King of Swords is more specific when it comes to authority figure. It's more law, facts, truth, and that's more like, judge, lawyers. They go by facts. They don't go by like emotions. Okay, so it's not like the King of Cups where he's gonna weigh in like the emotions and people's intentions. The King of Swords is like, yo, what is the truth? What is facts? What do we know to be true? That's it. They don't care about like your feelings, how you felt in the moment when you did it. No, the King of Swords does not care about that. He cares about what happened and what was the consequence of that action and what did it lead to. Is it right or is it wrong? That's what the King of Swords thinks about. That's all he cares about. So there's some sort of legal issue that is coming to light, some sort of money that is owed to you. Maybe like you're gonna get some sort of compensation, and maybe this person doesn't want that. They don't want to pay up. What is being exposed behind the scenes? Ooh, the truth, because the Sun card is exposure. Okay. Whoever this person is, they cannot hide anymore. They cannot hide the fact that they stole something from you or they did something to you. It's one of them two. They stole something from you that they made it seem like they were the originator, or they did something to you and they made it seem like you were the villain, and now they're being exposed, the truth. Okay, so what is being exposed behind the scene is you're being vindicated with the Six of Wands, victory, good news. This is what's being exposed, like your notoriety, like you're getting like not self-respect, because it's like self-respect is you giving it to yourself, but your public recognition, like your public image is changing with the Six of Wands. Okay, what is being exposed behind the scene is your reputation. You have the reputation of like excellency with the Six of Wands. Okay, notoriety. And this person was trying to strip your title from you. That's what's being exposed behind the scenes. Like this person was trying to tarnish your image. What is being it could be a family member. What is being exposed? We have the Nine of Cups. Greed is being exposed behind the scenes. Somebody was greedy. They was like they wanted it what you had. Somebody's true colors is being exposed as being the villain, as being the oppressor, as being the envious, the green eye monster. Because it's somebody who wanted what you had. They wanted your position, they wanted your power, they wanted your accolades, and they were trying to go behind your back and sabotage your image. What is being exposed? We have what is being exposed behind the scene is your work ethics, because your work ethics is speaking for itself. This is somebody, like I said, if they are really the originator of a specific idea, they should be able to replicate that idea without any issue, or an idea even better. When you are an originator, you're always going to come up with something new. You're always going to come up because that's what you do. You are like the blueprint. You're always going to have some new idea. You're always going to have a new swag. You're always going to have a new thing that you're doing. You're always going to be reinventing yourself. You're always going to get better. But if you're a copycat, you're always going to be behind, because you have to wait for the originator to put out the idea for you to steal it. So, like somebody, like what's being exposed is your skill sets, your talent, your dedication, your expertise with the Eight of Pentacles. What is being exposed behind the scenes? We have the Death card, okay? There's some sort of ending that's happening behind the scenes, but what is being exposed behind the scene is how resilient you are. Because you could have, like, I feel like you could have exposed this person with the truth, but you allowed things to unfold naturally, and people are talking about how you're so resilient. Okay, with the Death card, you're powerful, you're magnetic. Okay, and this person is not really liking that idea that you are doing better than them. What is being exposed behind the scenes? Oh, I'm telling you, envy, the green eye monster. What is being exposed behind the scene is that there's someone that wanted what you had, with the Knight of Cups being here twice, and they couldn't get it. They're being exposed as a fraud, because your life story and this person's life story don't have the same trajectory. So like I said, this is something that happened a while back, right? And now it's probably been 10 years or 20 years, and now maybe like you were invited to like a celebration, and people are seeing you after a long period of time, and it's like this person's story is not adding up. They're like, I don't know, you said that this person was like collective was like in destitute, they're looking like a bum, they're not doing well, they're struggling, and they're looking like a snack. That's what people are saying. And the truth that's being exposed, what's being exposed behind the scene, is that everything that this person was saying about you or trying to portray about you is who they are. And now people are seeing that you are wish fulfillment. What is being exposed behind the scene as well? This could be somebody who's sad about the fact that they let you go, or they mistreated you, they neglected you, they did something messed up. I feel like whatever they did to you is like unforgivable, like unreconcilable. You can't reconcile with this person anymore because it's just too much, right? And that's the truth that's being exposed. Like, this person lied about what they did. They made it seem like you were unreasonable, you were crazy, but in reality it was them the whole time. What is being exposed behind the scene? What is being exposed? We have the Six of Cups. It's something from the past. What is also being exposed behind the scene is like how loving and nurturing you actually are with the Six of Cups. You have a beautiful spirit, and this person trying to demonize you. What is being exposed behind the scenes? We have the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, you're definitely being evaluated, but what is being exposed behind the scenes is like the effort that you've put in, the trajectory of your life, okay? The results, okay? Like, it's paying out. That's what's being exposed behind the scene. That's why some people are like reevaluating, reassessing where they fit in the whole situation, and what they are. Like, some people are like backtracking. They're like, I don't know, like, I'm changing my mind about the whole situation. Like, some people, they took sides before they knew the whole story, and now they're reevaluating. What is being exposed behind us? Ooh, bounce. the emperor. What is being exposed behind the scene is your authority, your power. You have the influence, you have the power, you have everything that this person wished they had. That's what's being exposed behind the scene. Who is the real boss? Who's the real leader? Who's really making moves? Who's making waves? You're the real one. Whoever this person is, they were trying to pretend to be the emperor. Yeah, what is being exposed behind the scene is your stability. Like your life is not a front. You're not pretending to be something that you're not, just so for others to approve of you. You really are who you say you are with the Four of Wands. Okay. You have a lot of stability, you have a lot of abundance. That's what's being exposed behind the scene. And this person was trying so hard to conceal that. That was the whole MO. Like they were trying to conceal the real you with the star. They were trying to conceal your light. They were trying to suppress your light. They were really trying really hard to make people see you in a different light, in a negative light, unfavorable light. This person was trying so hard, but they couldn't. Okay. We have official person. This is what's being exposed behind the scene, is that you are the real one. You are the real deal. The emperor. This official person is like the emperor. What is being exposed behind the scene? We have a message. Yeah, the truth is being spread. There's some sort of documentation that may have been revealed, especially if there's some sort of court issue. Maybe this person was trying to make it seem like, you know, like lying in court, hiding assets, especially if they owe you money with the Ten of Pentacles. Maybe it's been like a long time coming and now they have to pay up, but there's some sort of message that's being like, that's why people may have like said that you were a gold digger, especially if you're a woman here, and then it's like a child custody issue or like child support issue, and then this person's trying to hide like their money or trying to say like you're trying to get money from them, when in actuality this person's like pay for ish for their kid. What is being exposed? We have great fortune. Ooh, yeah, like what is being exposed about you is what is being exposed behind the scenes is like your great fortune that's coming to light. Your efforts is paying off. Great fortune is on the horizon for you. If you don't know, the money's coming in. What is being exposed behind the scenes? What is being exposed? Ooh, high honor. I can't make it up. Six of Wands energy. That's what's being exposed. Like you're getting your honor back. Because I feel like this person was trying so hard to make it seem like you were someone that was like dishonorable, someone who is wicked, someone who's a charlatan, okay? Someone who is like, who has no integrity, no values, okay? Like someone who is beneath them. That's pretty much what this person was doing. And I feel like for a long time you kept quiet. Like, I feel like, like I don't know that verse in English, but I know it in French. Exodus 14, verse 14, okay? And it goes like this in French. L'Éternel combattra pour vous et vous gardez le silence. Meaning the Lord will fight your battles and you just remain silent. I know the verse in English is probably not the same wording, but that's what it says. Exodus 14, verse 14, guys. Like, this is what I'm getting for you. Like, the universe, like, God is fighting for you, fighting your battles, and you just remain silent. That's what you were. Maybe this is like a verse that you abide by, like you live by, and you just kept quiet, but your honor is being restored. That's what's being exposed behind the scene. Who's the real honorable person and who is the fraudster? Okay, so what is being exposed behind the scene? We have mature woman. Yes. I feel like if you are a woman here, like how mature you are, how you handle yourself in this situation. You didn't cause a scene, you didn't cause drama, no exposure, like no nonsense on YouTube, or I don't know why I'm saying YouTube, but no nonsense on social media, like exposing the other person, saying that the other person is bad and this is that. No, you didn't do any of that. Like, you kept your composure. And that's what's being exposed behind the scene. And then like this person was the one, like, doing all the tarnishing online, and you just kept quiet. And now it's being exposed that this person is the person that they were trying to portray you to be. So what is being exposed behind the scene? And poverty came out. We have house. something is like a house or a foundation is not as solid as a person claims it to be. That's what's being exposed behind the scenes. The truth about you, your value. But I feel like for you, my collective, it's like you feel like it's a little too late because it's like you've gone through the trenches, but trust me, whoever this person is, they have years of karma waiting for them. It's not gonna be like just like they get exposed and that's it and everybody forgets about it. No, this is gonna be like a shame or something like, reputation, like damage control that I feel like this person won't be able to get out of, because it's going to be like tenfold what they did to you. But the thing is, what they did to you was false. Okay, like they were doing defamation of character, while you on the other end, you didn't do anything. But what they're going to receive in the end, them is going to be the truth about them that's being exposed, the reality of who they really are. That's going to cost them relationships, business relationship, allies, money. It's going to cost them a lot more. Like, and it's going to be for years. It's going to be like, I don't even think this person's going to come out or even be able to come back from that. I feel like it's going to be damaged, like to the point of no return. Okay. So that's all I have for the collective. I hope this reading resonated. If it did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.